So you made history as the oldest linebacker in college football. How does it feel now to have Angel Studios bring your story to the big screen?
Well, being the oldest college linebacker in NCAA history is something that I wanted to do that. I wanted to make the team, and that was my major goal, was making the team. And then through that goal, it was to help a bunch of young men that I didn't even know at the time. But for me, I felt like if I could make the team, I could help them. But it made up for those guys I let down all those years ago in 1971. And so accomplishing that was, both of those goals was absolutely phenomenal for me. It was something that was everything I hoped it would be. All of this is a bonus, every bit of this, because God answered my prayers. And my former teammates showed up at homecoming to watch me play, 26 of them, and we all met on the 50-yard line, had a group hug, a lot of tears, and one of them grabbed me and said, we keep reading where you said you let us down all those years ago. We knew that fight wasn't your fault. We never blamed you for that. And besides, look, because you came back to play, we're all back together again. So that was, for me, full circle. God allowed me to make the team, and then I received the forgiveness from those teammates that I let down all those years ago. So, again, all of this, huge bonus.
No, your story is so amazing, Mike. And I think it really took having a strong support system for you to really get yourself out there. Can you tell me a little bit about that when you were getting back to it, starting to play again? What was it like to have your family be there for you and be like, hey, you're doing this, then we're here for you, we're doing this? What was that like?
Well, having my family behind me to support me through this whole process, once they realized the magnitude of importance this was for me to accomplish this in my life, there couldn't have been a better support group than my precious Eileen and our children. And so without them, I couldn't have done it. We all face adversity in our lives, and whenever you have someone that you love that'll come alongside you and lift you up and pray for you and help you walk through that, run through that, whatever needs to happen, then it can change everything. And so that's what happened for me. They were there. I knew they were there. And it was, without them, it just doesn't happen. There's no way.
Totally. And family was such a big theme in this whole entire movie, having that support system. There's going to be a lot of families that come and see this movie. What's a message that you want to really stick with them as they leave the theaters?
For families that come and watch The Senior, I'm hoping that they walk away with a greater appreciation for each other, because, time is our greatest asset. It just is. And you never hear people say, well, we're walking out of time, or we're jogging out of time. We're running out of time. It's flying by. And so don't let things become a memory before you appreciate them with your family, because you turn around and things have changed. You turn around and those kids now are gone. And so you just have to constantly keep your family close. And for us, it was our faith and constantly praying through things with each other, because just because you have faith or just because you're together as a family doesn't eliminate the adversity that you're going to face in life. It's constantly there. And so it's constantly doing it together as a family. And maybe you're pulling, maybe you're pushing, maybe you're walking arm in arm. But if you're together as a family, you'll get through this. And my movie, this movie, our movie, The Senior, has a lot to do with daddy issues. And so many people have daddy issues. And so it was, for me, major in my life. And God allowed us to turn it around. And so that, more than anything, is that families that need to, I hope that they walk away from the movie hugging each other and loving on each other a little bit more. Hey, you've got to go see this movie in theaters September 19th, all over the nation. You go there. Go see it.